Back in the day, what website did you spend way too many hours of your life on?
Stickdeath.com.
Webkins, maybe Club Penguin.
Albino Black Sheep. They had lots of pre-GIF videos. Armor Games.
Cracked. Back when they actually had talent on the staff. Stumble upon.
Gaia Online. I still stop by once in a while. Habbo Hotel.
It was this gaming website, www.addictinggames.com. I still remember I used to spend days playing Potty Racer on there. Yeah, the name is weird, but it's a cool game. They even had a couple of sequels to it. Another game which was trending there was Truck Racer, Good Old Times smiley face.
There was a website that live-streamed cameras around Loch Ness, as well as a couple underwater cameras. I was convinced I could be the first person to photograph the Loch Ness Monster for realsies, so I spent every waking hour over my summer break before 8th grade watching those cameras and taking screen captures of anything that moved.
HomestarRunner.net. Fanfiction, net and a lot of web game sites.
My full-on social life on Club Penguin. Neopets. I still play sometimes. I recently realized if my account was a person, it could now vote.
LiveJournal. Tumblr. Then we both changed. Behold the power of FARC.
FML.com. I was always on it trying to feel better about my own life. Does GeoCities count? CartoonNetwork.com was awesome back in the day.
SomethingAwful.com. I love Poptropica. I have nearly every outfit. I still log on from time to time to check in and mess around. Ebornsworld.
Dig.com. Before the event happened. Do not speak of the event.
This will probably date me amongst all you young'uns, but Yahoo Answers. I could spend an embarrassing amount of time reading through stupid questions and answers, sometimes adding in my own. I suppose this sub is the modern-day replacement for that.
MyScene, Barbie, Polly Pocket games. Especially the MyScene dress-up games. Stardoll got a lot of my time as well. There was also a website got Dollwar that died and was supposed to come back but never did. Obviously any dress-up game would keep me occupied for hours.
Can't see any Moshi Monsters sad face. Hamster Dance.
Candystand.com. Lifesavers Mini Golf was my jam. Cool. Math. Games. Nick.com and pbskids.org.
Joe Cartoon, Rathergood, and Newgrounds.
Adventure Quest. My house in the game is worth hundreds of thousands of Z tokens last I checked lol. Cheeseburger. Memebase.
Anyone here remember Girls Go Games? It was like any other gaming website and I mostly played Puppa's Pizzeria there. Wikipedia. I always played a game with myself to see if I could get from one page to a completely unrelated page. For an added challenge, I try to guess the number of links from one page to the other. Television Without Pity. I used to watch some TV shows just so I could read the hilarious recaps.
IMDb. The message boards and trivia were great.
Y'all remember Consumption Junction? I bet my dad thought I was in the library getting smart that whole time.
Erowid.org. I'm consistently blown away by how little people actually know about psychoactive drugs, including some people I know who research them for a living, and especially among people who use them constantly.
Powerpets.com. Neopets. RuneScape. Fanfiction.net. Admittedly still wander in, get horrified and back out slowly. Crime Library. Travian. So much. Travian. Being an Aussie, I used to multi some of the Northern Hemisphere accounts when they were sleeping. Awesome game.
Zanga. Before MySpace and Facebook were cool.
Freerice.com. There's like no way it worked, but it felt awesome as a kid and I actually learnt a lot. http://maddox.xmission.com http://bash.org. In the mid-noughties, my university internet quota was very limited. I worked at a student help desk where the late shift went to midnight. So when it came to internet-based entertainment, I discovered these low-bandwidth gems, albeit 10 years or so after their peak.
The White Stripes fan forum, The Little Room. I had like 30,000 comments.
Gaia Online.
A badger 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 a badger 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 mushroom mushroom.
GGG.com. Girls Go Games. Pretty sure if I tried the games there now I'd physically cringe and get a seizure. Does Second Life and IMVU count? As a sheltered only daughter, these games were like sneaking out to go to the club with a fake ID.
Movie Star Planet. What was wrong with me? Max Games. Free internet games. To the max. AIM not a full website, but I wasted so many hours chatting with people online there. Plus there was all the time I invested making my profile look cool and coming up with creative away messages.
AskReddit.net, basically, online Pictionary.
Albino Black Sheep, Newgrounds, Congregate. So many good Flash videos and games, I miss those times. Skeptical smiley face. ICANN has Cheeseburger, I spent way too much time on there.
Fark.com. It was my main news source.
www.funnyjunk.com.
Omegle, Chat Roulette and Chat Avenue. Spent an unhealthy amount of time in my teens and seen a fair few penises along the way.
Pre-2000, PopCap Games post-2000, Kingdom of Loathing post-2010, Reddit.
Homestead Runner. Loved Strongbad.
Quizilla.com. So very sorry 8th grade me.
DeviantArt. Would spend so much time drawing crappy digital art and writing cringe-worthy journal entries.
CartoonNetwork.com. You could build a page of characters from the shows on the channel. You'd use these points from playing games on the site to buy characters and totally deck out your page. I remember the DBZ characters were always super expensive.
Fanfiction.net. https://fanfiction.net, archiveofourown.org, https://archiveofourown.org. Reading gay Harry Potter fanfiction. I really should have known. White Flag Rainbow. Babo, MSN Messenger.
Go Supermodel.
Lou Board on GameFAQs circa 2002. Those were the fucking days.
Not Doppler and Miniclip.
Open Diary. It was LiveJournal before LiveJournal. I didn't know what blogging was when I stumbled across the site, but I took to it pretty quickly and met some great people along the way. It shuttered a few years back and all the data went with it. I think that may be for the best, as I'm not certain I want my thoughts from when I was 16 on display now that I'm in my late 30s.
VMK.com. I used to love that game.
Anyone remember the Cartoon Network Games website? Quake 3 Arena and Unreal Tournament servers.
Rotten. Com as a teen in late 90s early
4chan, sadly.
Disney Channel, Playhouse, Disney, Nickelodeon, CartoonNetwork.com. Just kept playing the Flash games again and again for my own amusement. I remember waiting 20+ minutes for the newest COCO release to load. Good times.
I had almost forgotten all about that site till now.
The amount of hours I spent murdering and maiming stick figures had to be astronomical.
Spent way too much time and money on webkins in my life.
Demented cartoon movie was the Citizen Kane of Adobe Flash. 30 minutes of pure early 2000s random humor. Loved me some albino black sheep.
I was very active on their forums back in 2004 or so. Good little community.
Ziki Boogly Duke.
Highest of quality browser games. The RPG called Sunny I think was the shit.
I remember a zombie game, Last Stand, maybe? Good times.
Raze was awesome.
While Flash is shutting down soon, you can still play those games using a program called Flashpoint, which takes those games from online and lets you play them from your computer's storage. Really fun replaying all my childhood games.
Gemcraft, Labyrinth. Daily loss of productivity.
Strike Force Heroes.
Crush the Castle, Raze, Strike Force Heroes, N, Simpler Times haha.
I can literally hear that intro in my head.
Armor Games was my shit TTT. Monsters Den got me into Dungeon RPGs and Bloons Tower Defense took my soul.
I remember when I discovered Newgrounds had an over 18 section, Hello Teen Titan Porn. I remember playing weird terrorist shooting games on Newgrounds. I sure knew I was too young to be on that site. I'm the early 2000s.
Retarded Animal Babies, Neurotically Yours, There She Is, Final Fantasy A+, Indestructo Tank, Ultimate Battle of Ultimate Destiny, and so many others. Ah, nostalgia.
Cracked was my favorite. I learned more random shit from that website. Too bad it sucks now.
Shout out to After Hours. The best of the best Cracked has put on YouTube.
Their photoplasty pages were the best. Then they had someone named Anti-Meme that just created memes that spewed info everyone already knew.
Watching their content tank in real time was depressing. Once it started to suck, we all knew it wasn't getting better.
Came looking for this one. It uses to be such a fun and interesting site. Watching it decline was a shame.